Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, January 15th, 2025, and I'm a few weeks late in saying this, but Happy New Year, everyone. Now, it's a bitterly cold morning here at Reading and Northern Railroad's Nesquehoning Campus. It's about 21 degrees, and the wind chills are in the low single digits, so I wouldn't be out here unless I had something really exciting to share with you guys. Now, I know some of you heard, and I know some of you were out chasing yesterday, but the majority of you tuning in, this is probably the first time you're hearing this. Guess what, guys? We bought a new train. Yes, an entirely new train, minus the locomotives, of course. What we're looking at here, parked at the Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station, is 7 new-to-us rail cars. We have 1 baggage car, and then we've got 6 passenger cars of several different varieties. Now, yesterday was quite an adventure getting this train delivered here, and I was along for the ride. Again, some of you know that already. It was an incredible day. I got some incredible footage. But first, I want to give you a little background as to what you're looking at and why. 2024 was another year of record ridership for the Reading and Northern Railroad. We had nearly 340,000 people ride our trains last year, and the only thing limiting us from letting more people ride them is we were just maxed out. Every coach we had was in use for fall foliage and Santa Claus train season, so we've been on the hunt for some new cars for a while, and we found some from the Penn Valley Railroad LLC, owned by Jeff Pontius. These cars have operated on the North Shore Railroad for many years, providing fall foliage trips, Santa Claus trains, and other special excursions. Recently, Jeff decided he wanted to get out of the passenger business, and we worked out a deal to purchase the entire train from him. So what I'm going to do for the first part of this series is do a walk around of this train, tell you a little bit about each car, and then I'll give you a preview of what's to come for the rest of the series. So the first car we're looking at here is the only baggage car in the consist. Number 1951 is going to become number 1257, and this was originally a New York Central car. And guys, we're actually really excited to get this baggage car. You know why? We desperately need another generator car, and this is going to be the perfect one for us to convert into a generator car. Now the second car, number 1954, the Chicopee Falls, that's also an original New York Central car, and this one's currently being used as a crew car. There's a compartment that's very similar to a dining car. To be honest, we're not entirely sure what we're going to do with it yet, but we haven't decided on a number for it, and the number will be determined by what we ultimately end up using it for. Now, none of these cars have the original markings of their original railroads. In fact, you're going to see coming up on this next car, a lot of them are labeled as the Pennsylvania Railroad, even though they are not original Pennsylvania Railroad cars. And they will eventually be switched over to Reading and Northern. Now this next car, this one looks really nice. This is a dining car, number 1957. Once again, we don't have a new number for it yet. We're still deciding what we're going to use it for. There's a couple different ideas being floated. I am not going to try to pronounce this, guys. Or maybe I am if you want a good laugh at me. Chili-Squaqua Creek? Chili-Squaqua? I don't know, guys. What I do know is that this was an original Central Railroad of New Jersey car, which is really cool because, as you know, a lot of our tracks and even the Jim Thorpe station were original CNJ, so this ties in nicely with our heritage. And walking down the line here, we've got car 11776. This is going to be renumbered to the much more concise 671. Now it says it's a parlor car, but right now it's actually configured as a standard coach. It's currently named, oh god, do I have to pronounce this one too? Yeah. I'm not even going to try that one, guys. The car does have a pretty storied history, though. It was originally Great Northern car number 350. It was on the Norfolk Southern Steam program. There's a lot more information out there about this car, and I'm going to have to save that for another video. I believe at one point it was used as a parlor car, although it's not now. Alright, now we come to the cars that we were most interested in acquiring. And guys, if these look familiar, it's because they should. These next two cars are twins for our 300 series coaches. These were originally built as Delaware Lackawanna and Western commuter cars. You know them as our 300 series cars. And this first one, currently numbered 1955, will become our number 310. It's currently named the Nesquehoning. We don't name our 300 series cars, so I'm gonna guess the names are gonna go away, but you never know, everything's subject to change. Number 1961 is gonna become our number 311, the Tupelhocken Trail. I'm sorry, guys. I usually do pretty good with pronunciation, but I am struggling a bit here. And then this third one. This is also still a DLNW coach, number 1962. It's going to become our number 312, but you'll notice that it has a lower roof line. It's still the same basic style of coach, it just has a lower roof line, and it's actually the first one for us with that profile. Love the name on this one, Endless Mountains, and I love it because for one, I can pronounce it, and two, as you're going to see in the next video in this series, I spent a good part of yesterday riding in it, actually right out back here, through what felt like some endless mountains. So now that we've done the quick walk around, I'd love to give you a walkthrough, but I can't right now, guys. The train is locked, and yeah, I don't have a key. But I can tell you what's going to come up next. There's going to be 3 more videos in this series. The next part of the video is going to start in Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania, where we interchange with the North Shore Railroad, and that's where they brought these cars to us, and we took delivery of them. And that part of the video is going to ride from Mount Carmel to East Mahanoy Junction. And I'm just going to give you one hint, guys. I am a sucker for rare mileage. And then for part 3 of the series, it'll be the second part of getting the train to Nesquehoning. You guys also know that I am a sucker for cab rides. So I'll let you use your imagination and figure out what that part of the video is going to entail. Unfortunately, what I did not get to do on yesterday's ride was walk through all the cars. And I had fully intended to do that once we got out onto the main line. I hadn't really intended to end up in the cab of the diesel, but I did. There's a good reason for it. It's all good. It's all good stuff, guys. But I work in Nesquehoning, and this train is going to be here for a little bit. And I should have a chance to walk through them Friday when some people come here to do some work on them. Now, speaking of work on them, I've already done a little bit of work, and it's not going to show until Friday, because let's face it, we're waiting for it to warm up a little bit. I've got new reporting marks and numbers cut for these cars, and Friday we're going to start putting those on and start making this train feel like our own. So here's where I'm going to leave you off for today. This was just a short video because I wanted to get word out about our new train. I'm going to preempt all my previously scheduled videos until I get this 4-part series out. And guys, I am going to do this pretty quick. Keep an eye on this channel. You're going to see a lot of footage coming out in the next couple of days. And stay tuned for even more after that, because there's going to be a lot to come when we get these cars painted, freshened up, and finally put into service. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the tracks.